What is up, you... Sorry about that. What is up, you guys? It's the Fallout What If here. And today, I'm doing part 2 to What If Deku... Well, what if Deku was sent to the DBZ Universe? And I know I found out that you guys really liked it, and there was a lot more views on it than my Ghost Rider What If. So, yeah, we're doing this right now. Let's see... If I remember correctly, we were out of the the Frieza arc. No, not yet out of the Frieza arc, but we're close to the Frieza arc. Let's see. Oh, not only that, but Nappa is alive. Nappa is a part of the Z Warriors now. So, yeah, we get to have him. No Raditz this time, or not. I never done a Raditz part, but like. Yeah, he'll come one day, you know, like, probably, it'll take a long time it won't take him a long time, but he'll still start training. But anyway, after basically time just being at peace, Deku and, well, basically Gohan are with their mom. Not only that, there is something about Deku and instead of Gohan. Gohan is more, Deku likes training more than Gohan. And Chi-Chi was livid. She was upset of the fact that her son doesn't want to be smart. It's like, why is my son not listening to me? Well, it could be due to the fact that her son is much more like he's been training more. He has more of that Saiyan genetic within him to fight. Unlike Gohan, Deku does like to train and fight people, but Gohan is more reserved. He likes, you know, he's basically what Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi likes Gohan's, like, personality because it's kind of matching with hers, you know, nice and all that stuff, and her wanting her son to be, you know, very smart. But Deku is more like Goku in the way of just wanting to train more and liking the thrill of fighting. That doesn't mean Deku doesn't want to, like, train, like, you know, read and all that stuff, but he's more of a fighter. So, yeah, not only that, Nappa actually is just, you know, well, let's see, there isn't that much Nappa is doing right now, besides the whole, matter. He's just like training every time with Vegeta. These two are training so much so that they're fighting. Like, they're closer to getting Super Saiyan in a way. Because instead of just training by themselves, they still have each other. And the fact that they're going to train so hard that they're going to bring Super Saiyan, even though Vegeta doesn't like the fact that Nappa might get it, or, you know, he'll probably crap on him, it's still better than having that clown that he always calls, having it. So, as a matter of speaking, he's going to try his very hardest to fight, well, you know, Nappa, and try to reach the realm of Super Saiyan. Now, key difference is, we head up to the Frieza arc. We still head off there. And Frieza does come to, like, Earth and all that stuff. And, well, Trunks does his whole thing. How should I say it? Frieza, he's still alive, in a way, because no matter what, Frieza's Frieza. He actually looks a little bit more cybernetic. He looks like a little bit more androidish. You know, he looks more like an android. Kind of like how Cooler was when Meta Cooler, but since they didn't go to that one star planet, yeah, it's not actually possible to do anything. So, with that in mind, I think Sorry about that. My voice is kind of like, it just like reached in my head and basically I can hear it out of my ears. But anyway, Frieza does come as Meta Frieza, although he does have his body parts scattered around, and people, some of the people have collected it over the past couple of years. He's still right now Meta Frieza. So when he fights Trunks, Trunks has a little bit more tougher time. Not saying it's very hard and all that stuff, but I'm just saying it's just like it's Meta Frieza, so his power is like at least a little bit more higher than Frieza's when he was fighting Goku. So when these two fight, basically Trunks does a little bit more moves and actually kills him off. After that, like just basically blasting the body as in canon. But with Cooler, more surprised than ever that someone can actually beat his son, even when he's at least a little higher power level than most. So, let's see. Oh yeah. So when that happens, Goku arrives after, the death of Cooler. No, not Cooler. What was his name? Lord Chill? No. Cooler's dad? Frieza's dad? Ice? No. I forgot what his father was, alright? I kind of forgot. I tried to remember, but I can't really. Anyway. Let's see. Okay. So, after that, Trunks introduced himself as, just somebody who has, he came from the future and all that stuff. He sees Deku with a tail and is wondering, wait, who is this kid? Not only that, is that my father's henchman that he talked about? Why is he alive? What did I do to the timeline? And for once, we can say for certain, it wasn't Trunks' fault. It was Deku. No, you know what? It wasn't even Deku's. It was Shinron. He kind of knew what was happening, but he decided, I'm gonna be lazy with it. Just send it off to somebody else. This is, I do not want this to be my power and all that stuff. But, anyway. I'm just talking like an idiot. Okay. So, when he introduces himself, he talks to basically Deku and says, oh, so who's your family? And all that stuff. And he says, well, my dad's name is Goku. And he's like, wait, what? Well, wow, okay, so, oh, wow, this is a little creepy. In that timeline, Deku doesn't exist. And by this point, Deku's kind of forgotten a lot of, like, his past. To be honest, he's not understand, like, he's trying to understand who he is and why is he here. But at the same time, time has somewhat changed his mind. It kind of took away all the memories he had once. Yeah, he still has the brain smarts and all that stuff, but the memories are now gone. By taking himself to a timeline and changing it, he technically changed himself as well. And by technicality, he's a Saiyan, so yeah, he changed himself more than physically, but mentally. Or it's not even mentally because of the fact that the time has changed to where what he experiences is different. But anyway, that's a story for another time. Now, he talks to Vegeta, is like, who are you? Why are you here? And how do you know Goku's going to be here and all that stuff? And, he says that, I can't tell you, but you have to trust me and all that stuff. And then, Vegeta's mad because of the secrets that is being kept. After all that happened, I could tell you right now, it's basically Goku, arriving and looking a little bit more different. You see, when he's out of the Saiyan pod, he's actually turned Super Saiyan. But the thing is, let's see, give me a moment here. Okay. So, after this, I'm actually not going to talk about the power levels anymore. Well, if you want, Goku is at least 10% to at least 20% stronger than he was in canon due to him, well, training much more harder. Oh, not only that, the fact is, he changed his whole power level because of the whole fact that he was training like he did during the Cell arc. By just staying in Super Saiyan transformation the whole time, but the thing is, it kind of cost him a lot more because of the whole fact that he's actually much more sick. Because because he didn't notice, but he was having the heart attack, but at the same time, he wasn't knowing it because he was sleeping. So when he woke up as a Super Saiyan, at least Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan after that going around, and okay. So let's not say that he mastered Super Saiyan 4, but he's at least much more powerful now that he's just containing the form for a long period of time. And not only that, what time he could have had is now cut in a year's time. But for the time being, he's just right there in this catacombs or catatonic state. He's in Super Saiyan form, but now he blacks out after fighting with Trunks, and everybody thinks he's dead, but Trunks notices that he's been in Super Saiyan for the whole time. Vegeta actually making sense of this, saying, oh yeah, you know what, because you're in Super Saiyan form, it's kind of rushed the whole power, it kind of rushed the heart attack and all that stuff. And since, he has nothing to say, nobody knows about the whole, Trunks being, Vegeta's son. And right now, the only one who's actually going to be told is Piccolo. Why? Well, because Piccolo's much more trustworthy. Well, what would Vegeta... I know you guys might say, oh, Vegeta may have known, but it's like, first of all, he has to keep the secret about, being Vegeta's son. Second of all, Vegeta would try to just let the androids run amok everywhere. And not only that, Piccolo's a good person. He trained Gohan. He's good boy now. He's best boy. He's best alien. But anyway, after the whole talk between, Trunks and Piccolo decides, train himself a little bit more since the androids are coming. And not only that, they do go gather the dragon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. They still can make a wish, though, with the Dragon Balls. Thing is, Goku can actually, in a way, he's going to be wished to have, the heart attack be at least lessen the effects of the heart attack. So it's going to be there still, but it's at least to the point where it's not going to keep Goku from feeling pain 24/7, and it actually helps Chi-Chi to stop worrying a lot more, which Goku probably would have wanted anyway, since he wouldn't want, he wouldn't want his wife to, feel sadness. So Goku actually gets help like that. Let's see, not only that, a year has passed and Goku is still in good health, but at the same time, he's still sleeping. Right now, his mind is battling itself because the effects wore off, so his body is going to be still in that state for a while. So, after getting, after the whole, android saga appears now, we get a glimpse of the two androids. Android 19 and Android 21. Give me a moment here. Anyway. So, what does happen is this. Goku, after the recovery of, process beginning, Well, he is strong to fight the Saiyans, but right now, not the Saiyans, the androids. Right now, he's not planning on doing that yet. And, let's see. You know what? I can tell you this right now. I can, just, like, declare how the power level scale is gonna go. Piccolo, he's at least as strong now, if not at least a little less stronger, at least 10% less stronger than Super Saiyan Goku in the beginning. And the reason why I'm saying that, well, due to the fact that Piccolo has been training even more, and not only that, since the fusion with Nail, yeah, he would be at least much more stronger and stronger in his fighting abilities. Not only that, but he's also, how would I say this? Well, he's just, like, strong now. Krillin is actually at least up to, well, 15% stronger than he was in canon, due to training much more. And Yamcha and the others, slight power boosts. Pretty much that. Even Nappa, actually, is going to be the first one fighting, 19. 19, yeah, 19, 20 and, 19 and 20. Vegeta's gonna fight 20 after that. So when when Nappa looks at him, he's like, he's just talking to Android 19 and saying that he's just a big hunk of, hunk of metal. Saying, "Hey Vegeta, I'm gonna turn this man into flattening metal." And I can't do Nappa's voice right, so I'm just giving you a little bit of the Nappa voice. But he just talks a little bit, and he actually gets some information from Android 21, stating that that I was made especially to kill the likes of Goku, and since we already know that, he's technically the first one talking to him. Besides all that, they would Nappa and Vegeta would have fought them right then and there, but due to the humans being there, well, due to the civilians being there and Yamcha still getting hurt, yeah, it's pretty much the same way as in canon. They go to a different place, but when these two fight, Nappa's holding his own, like holding onto his own, holding his own against Android 19. So 5 minutes after that, the whole fighting situation, basically these two are 19 is getting tired, and when basically Nappa is about to shoot out an energy blast, it refills 19's energy, and this is when they're like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you, we have the ability to absorb energy. So that's a bad part on you, buddy." Not only that, but 19 is basically trying to, how should I say this? He's trying to, like, once fighting with, Nappa, like, he's just, like, saying, "Oh, you're going to get tired," and all that stuff. Well, it's not going to be that bad. Well, you're going to die a slow, painful death, but you know what? You tried your best. Nappa said, "I'm gonna turn Super Saiyan." Hell yeah. After showing his full potential at that moment, saying, like, I turn into a Super Saiyan, and now I'm gonna kick your ass. Like I said, I really don't know how to do the voice. I'm gonna stop with the voice. He's just gonna say, "Look, I'm going to destroy you," and then after that, the old man with the funny face is next. And while these two are fighting, well, how should I say this? 19 is actually losing. And Nappa actually is giving him energy for a couple of times just to prove to him how badly he messed up. You see, Nappa is always arrogant, but at the same time, he knows he's kind of smart when it comes to these kinds of situations. You know, just testing out the fields. Nappa is kind of weird, and he likes to get things already done with, but he's not that big of a brainless idiot like Vegeta once thought. Let's see, I guess the humbling process of Goku, you know, kind of breaking his back a little bit, it kind of, you know, wisened, you know, he lightened the hoof up. Well, after that, he just pretty much punches him, and just shoots an energy blast straight through his body. Him lying down on the ground, dead. And this is when basically, well, not dead, Android 19 is actually trying to get up, and just trying to, like, shoot, like, one final blast. But Nappa grabs his fingers, and then doing, like, some kind of weird thing, raising them up, and basically, all you see is an explosion underneath, causing a lot of damage, but 19's head is basically on the ground. And basically saying, Vegeta, I already took care of him. It's your turn now. This is when, you know, the Prince of all Saiyans, you know, just decides to, you know, say, you know what, I'm going to take care of this, buddy. You already did your part. And basically looking at Android 20. Now, it's basically goes at the same as canon, but this time, not really. You see, once that whole thing happened, 20 actually just ran away. You know, basically, he just ran away besides fighting, because he knew he wasn't, like, you know, going to, you know, beat two freaking Super Saiyans. If the big guy can do it, probably the little one can do it as well. Not only that, Deku and basically Gohan aren't there yet. Chi-Chi kind of, you know, was, like, having an argument with Deku, saying, like, you're not going to go, you're my baby boy, and I can't let you do anything so heinous. How do you think I feel as a mother? And basically Deku just says, well, don't worry, we're strong enough. Think about it. We're not as strong as Dad, but we're at least strong. And this is when, you know, he's like, Gohan, help me out here. Yeah, Mom, we're not as weak. Why are we doing this to our own mother? This is when she says, I can't let you do it! You're both my baby boys! And after that, after a lot of, how should I say this? A lot of convincing and a lot of arguing, she decides, you know what, might as well let you two go. I can't argue with you right now. I got Goku to take care of. She will get mad at him for some, she'll get mad at Deku and just say, son, if I find out that you're both dead, I'm going up to the afterlife and then giving you a good spanking, young man. And basically that's it. Deku kind of went more like the Bakugo route, but he's not like Bakugo or anything like that. It's just more like having that argument. Kind of like, you know, sets up home a little bit. But anyway, after all that's when they decide to, you know, go over there. Now, Gohan and Deku are at least up to the point where now transforming into one is possible, but they need to somewhat break that limit. They need to, like, burst open their, like, hidden potential. But they need a good catalyst, so we're going away for a while. Oh yeah, after that, Goku is, you know, now awake. Much more better now, but at the same time, he still needs a little bit more time. Because I'm technically breaking it a year earlier. So, yeah. Now, while this is happening, we head off to the point where basically Dr. Gero, why do I keep calling him Android 20? Dr. Gero basically starts fighting the two androids, 18 and 17, and, well, by technicality, they're not actually, you know, they're the same people, but it's just the fact that it's kind of like they're a little bit more, I don't know how to say this, they're a little bit more human. Except for 17. 17's still 17. Or at the same time, the androids are still weird. But let me just tell you this right now. The androids, they still are human, but they're androids now. They're still the same, but they're a little bit more powerful. Why is that? Well, because of the whole fact of the matter being, time changed a little bit more, as I said. It's not like as in canon, but it's the same as in canon. It's just power levels and a little bit more weird lore, changes. But let me just tell you this. After the whole Dr. Gero being attacked by his, experimental bits, he was working on it, but time changed, so he never actually got to finishing them being a little bit, trying to weaken them a little, trying to weaken them a little bit, or whatever you're trying to say. So, by that whole process of elimination, Gohan, the other people find out that these androids are much more stronger, but they're not as bloodthirsty as before. Not only that, Trunks finds out that whole situation, tries to blow up the thing. The androids are kind of weirded out at first, saying, like, why are these two trying to kill us? We did nothing wrong. Nothing wrong yet. But when the two, basically 17 and 18 are basically going to, 18 is going to fight Vegeta, the other, Nappa actually starts to fight basically 17, because he's technically bored. Now, they're still going to try to kill, and they're still trying to kill Goku, but it's not as important to them. They just really want to live the life that they never had. But at the same time, they're both androids, so they have to do what they have to do. Oh, not only that, Goku now is a little bit more better. Like I said, it's weird, but the timeline, the way they do things over there in the Dragon Ball Z universe is kind of weird. The Tournament of Power took like 20 minutes, I think, or 30 minutes, but yet for some reason, Ultra Instinct, it took like 2 episodes to do it, kind of like the Freeze arc, but, time kind of changed a little bit. So Goku's at least a little bit more better, but the Cell arc is going to be a little bit more weird. I'll explain soon. But, let's see. Nappa and basically the others lose against 17. 17 just pretty much fought Nappa. Nappa was actually getting the best of him until Nappa forgot that he was actually getting tired. See, he didn't get a senzu bean because he was just, following Vegeta. Vegeta didn't fight, so, yeah, that whole situation happened. But, how would I say, the other Z Warriors basically kind of fell to the ground already. With basically Krillin a little bit more brave, standing up to them, and this is when Android, 18 actually lands the kiss still. So, you know what? He still gets 18. So there's no, how would I say this? They're not, how should I say this? They're still, they're still going to kill Goku, but not as much caring. Not caring as much, I should say. And Krillin got a free kiss, so that's good. Now, we head off to the part where basically Goku wakes up and is now needing to train. Because, after, what Kami was telling him, since Kami's still alive in the parts, Kami explains to Goku, through some kind of telekinesis, or, telekinesis, saying that the androids are very strong, even 2 Super Saiyans couldn't handle them. Well, 3 if you count Trunks, but Trunks at the same time isn't as is strong, but he isn't as strong as, Nappa or Vegeta, because these two train a little bit more crazy. And not only that, they're good sparring partners since they know each other very well. And they wouldn't mind, beating each other to death. Although Nappa was getting much more beaten to death than Vegeta was. So, it's still kind of the same old, but no killing for Nappa. But anyway, after all that, Goku was actually told what's going to happen. Goku, after that, teleports, Kami, And this is when, Kami says, you need to go to the hyperbolic time chamber. And while that's happening, Goku is, Goku is still kind of like, excited. But at the same time, he's still kind of under the weather. But this is when Kami actually starts to restore a bit of Goku's vitality or something like that, to the point where he's at least much more better. And this is when he just, walks into the, hyperbolic time chamber. That's a hard word to say at times. And basically starts his training. So, Chi-Chi doesn't know where he is. The other people don't know where he is. But after all that, the Cell saga happens. And Cell just, gets up, looking around, and basically munching on everything in sight. So basically it goes to canon, but this is when Piccolo meeting, when meeting Cell, Cell is much more buffer. See, due to Nappa's cells, he's usually a big fighter. Cell became much more bigger. Not only that, it doesn't show that much of Deku, so Deku's okay for now. But, I got the hiccups. After all that, Cell fights, Piccolo. Piccolo is still fighting him, and is actually, without actually fusing with Kami, Piccolo still gets his, butt kicked. But Cell doesn't actually, try to take any of his life or try to steal his cells. Hint, hint. So, by technicality, Cell doesn't actually have the regeneration process, since all this could have happened if he didn't do that to Cell, if Cell didn't do that to Piccolo. So, Piccolo, after, running away with the solar flare, actually says that he needs to get more stronger. But he needs to fuse with someone. And who better to fuse than his old self? Now, we get to the whole point where Nappa and Vegeta are training again. They found out that they lost the 2 children. Well, technically not again, but at the same time, they still got their asses kicked. So they need to train. Now, what does happen is basically Nappa and Vegeta try to go to the hyperbolic time chamber or Bulma's place, and they start training. Now, the person who I'm going to ship Nappa with is actually his Vegeta's sister. No, hold on, wait. Let me say that. Let me rephrase. Let me say this again. He's going to train. He's going to be shipped with Bulma's sister. Yes, the blonde one. Well, not only is she older than Bulma, and possibly the same age as Nappa, but at the same time, she wouldn't mind having a hulking dude, go around to fool around with. The same old. But, yeah, so that's kind of a thing. So Nappa will have kids one day. And this could change the story for a lot more. And that's what I'm planning to do, change the story a heck of a lot. But anyway, after all that, Goku is training. Piccolo's about to fuse with Kami. Nappa and Vegeta are going to train. Deku and Gohan are actually, planning on training as well. They want to actually protect their dad. So, they might as well do it. But anyway, after the whole Cell arc, they're going to, no, not the Cell saga. Once, the whole Goku's out of the room for a whole day, he's actually much more better. And is actually ready to fight. But, well, how should I say this? Vegeta does the same old thing. Letting, the androids get, swallowed up. But Piccolo Piccolo knew where Goku was due to the fact that Kami told him. Not only that, once fighting Android 17, he almost actually beat him. because Kami was kind of, was training the whole time too. Now, I understand that this probably isn't going to happen, but Kami was training his mind. He was trying to control every possible thing within him, trying to create the ultimate, how should I say this, train his body or his mind for one day, for this thing to happen one day. So, Goku and, how should I say this? Goku, come on now, what was I going to say? Okay. Goku gets out of the hyperbolic time chamber. After that meeting, talking to Chi-Chi, and, them, having a day to themselves, if you know what I mean, the birth of Goten. Anyway, after all that, Goku, sees Cell after he turns into Perfect Cell, because Cell does still, take Android 18 and, 17, but here's the difference. Nappa was there as well, so he fought Cell. Cell actually, congratulating him for giving him this more buffer body and, showing a little bit more moves with that whole finger technique and all that stuff. Let's see. And not actually meeting Deku yet. He never met Deku. Krillin, ran away. Trunks and Vegeta, actually, once fighting them, they lost, but they still got in more of a Zenkai boost, so they're kind of like 10% stronger than they usually were. After all that, Deku, we're going to cut off to Deku now. Deku is training with Gohan. So these two are perfect sparring partners because they know each other for their whole lives. So, after I think the 10 years that they known each other, after fighting, these two were just going at it every day. But it was time to change something. Let's see. The Cell games were going to happen. And after a while, Goku, after a day with Chi-Chi, says that he wants to fight with his two boys. And this is when, after making a couple of exceptions and, trying to somewhat help make the chamber a little bit, change the hyperbolic time chamber a little bit with, a little bit of help, the whole situation of, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Dende actually comes back, and actually he's more prone to talking to Deku. What do I mean by this? Like I said, Deku's been on the planet Namek for a long time. So, him talking to, Dende and actually finding out that he had a brother kind of excited him a little bit more. And it actually, made, Deku, happier to have some friends. Even though it's not like his family, it was still better than nothing. And Deku was actually going to be happy either way. But after all that happened, Goku, how should I say this? Sorry about that. Goku and Deku, saw each other for the first time in a very long time. What do I mean by that? Goku had to, fight alongside with Deku, but never actually got the chance to talk to him, like a full-blown conversation. And not only that, after, the heart attack, really couldn't talk to anyone, you know what I mean? I understand this is kind of weird, but at the same time, work with me here, people. I know, it could happen. But, anyway. Let's see. Oh. After that, Deku and Goku embrace for the very first time in a long time. And the same thing happened with Chi-Chi, but, Chi-Chi was just, oh, my baby boys and all that stuff. Oh, my two children, two baby boys, you know how mothers are at times. They're just usually an annoyance, but you still love them no matter what. Even though they are an annoyance. At times. But anyway. Let's see. Oh, okay. So, Deku was actually very happy, and not only that, surprised that he was actually better. Deku thought it was going to take a little bit more time, but due to the, help from, Kami and, Trunks' heart vaccine, well, these three start to train each other every single day in the hyperbolic time chamber. Well, for one whole day. So, yeah. Not only that, but since 3 people at least can go in, and I know you guys might say, well, wait a minute, only 2 people can go in. Well, if you guys remember the Majin Buu saga, technically I'm in the right on this. I'm good. I have nothing to fear. And let's say Deku after training with Goku and Gohan, these two get a massive Zenkai boost. And I'm only talking about Goku's sons, Deku and Gohan. Why am I saying not Goku? Goku's gotten half of a Zenkai boost because he hasn't fought to the death with these two. But Gohan and, Deku were still weak, so they, after massive intensive training, and not only that, trying to master Super Saiyan 1 for a long time, and these two going up to, trying to, reach even more powerful level, yeah, you can understand that Goku was, doing his own thing. Now, after a while, Deku and Gohan started to achieve that one form. They were actually getting more and more stronger every day. Now, how should I say this? Let's see. Sorry about that. My headphones kind of needed some battery. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is Deku and Gohan are about to reach the level of Super Saiyan 2, but they need an even bigger catalyst. They reached it once, but they can never do it again. Now, like I said, Deku has a Zenkai boost where it's an all or none situation. Gohan's, on the other hand, is basically a rage boost. So these two are going to get it differently. Now, after the whole after Goku training with them, they actually head off to the Cell games, and meet Cell for the very first time. Deku and Gohan are actually kind of terrified because it's still Cell. His power level is still strong when they're not in their Super Saiyan forms. But when they're in Super Saiyan, by technicality, they have to maintain that state for a while. But what I'm trying to say is, it's still kind of overwhelming because this guy's an adult and they're kids, and the mindset of a child is like when you're an adult, it's much more scarier. But anyway, Goku says to Cell that my 2 kids are gonna beat you. And Cell was like, ha ha ha. You think that these 2 runts are going to actually stop me? That's actually funny. I'm glad that you have such a sense of humor, Goku. Now, I will wait here for another 7 more days. And to the 7 more days, they actually celebrate the 2 kids' birthdays. They were smart on this one. Chi-Chi got 2 cakes. So, during that time where Gohan blew his candle first, she decided with the second cake, not going to do that, let, Deku just, grab the candle and blow, right there. Little just, blow, right there. Just very, right there. See that? Very good. But anyway, After all that, Goku psychs up his two boys to actually, be a little bit more brave. Now, Nappa and Vegeta go. Because they want to... Goku actually wants their two children, wants Deku and Gohan to see how these two fight. So... Alright. Minor cut to the video right now. But anyway. So... After that happened, and Gohan, not Gohan, after the whole Kakarot Goku giving up, it was time for Gohan to fight. Now, Deku was actually pretty happy to see his brother now fighting, although he was kind of, shocked as well, wait, Dad, why would you give up? Why are you going to get your son possibly killed? If you can't handle him... we sure as can't handle him as well. We're children. Goku says that, don't worry, son. Just believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you will accomplish everything. You will accomplish a lot of things in life. Deku taking this to heart. Now it's time for now it's time for these two to fight. Gohan and Cell were fighting, and it took a long time. It took a while, but Cell Juniors basically start beating up the rest of the Z Warriors. Not Gohan. Deku actually getting beaten too, as well, because Gohan, Cell needs Gohan to get mad in order to transform into a much more powerful person, and it works a lot because now he has a brother to worry about. And not only that, the rest of the people as well. And Mr. Piccolo. So, everything is going off to the crapper. Gohan turns into an Super Saiyan 2. And this is when basically he saves everyone. Gohan spares no Cell Jr. at all. Getting more enraged. Fighting Cell and actually messing around with him, beating him, almost killing him off. Not only that, punching him in the guts, spitting out 17. No, sorry, 18. Fudge. Oh, not only that, Android 17 still does the whole thing, talking, but it hits Deku as well. Because Deku really now understands the whole situation of love and protecting the people. So yeah, it's kind of a big screw up on it was a big screw up on Cell's part. So yeah, and previously to canon, Cell tries to kill himself, almost succeeding until Goku is there, teleporting him and dying once again. Ah, man. I guess in the DBZ Universe, Goku's death was more apparent to everybody than usual. Golly, it's as if that they were just trying to kill him off to get to Gohan, but they were like, no, we still need Goku. Like we need Gohan in this point. But yeah, I'm going to make them very useful. But anyway, the whole situation that Gohan feels sad and very sad, and not only that, he's more tired because he's spending a lot more energy. Goku, how would I say this? Gohan now fighting, after the whole fighting situation happened, he got up and all that stuff, and everyone was going until not even 30 seconds, not even half of not even a full, and I'm not gonna say a full minute, not even a half of a minute, half of a minute. Cell arrives, and after that, blasting Gohan actually, not in the chest, but in the arm. And in this point, Deku sees this and sees freaking, basically Cell. The other people are trying to fight him, but how should I say this? Yeah, they pretty much can't at this. They're all tired. So Deku is now up to fight him, and after getting a little bit of a Zenkai boost, at least 5%, he actually powers up to Super Saiyan grade, Super Saiyan, and starts charging freaking Cell. Cell grabbing him, and was about to punch him. Deku giving him a kick to the face, and after that saying, "I'm your opponent now." And he's actually even more enraged due to the fact that Cell survived. And this is when, basically, kind of like what goes into canon with the whole Gohan situation, but since Vegeta is now, like, very tired and all that stuff, and these two are about to clash, Deku was actually more scared. And this is when he just, starts to power up his Kamehameha. And this is when Cell is very excited, because now it's his turn. And, well, this is when they both just, start to say Kamehameha! And, well, it goes kind of like in canon, but it's much more different because Deku's still a Super Saiyan. So, with all that being said and done, Goku, basically, he's shooting out the Kamehameha wave, and these two are clashing. Not only that, basically, the Z-Warriors are trying to help, and he sees that they're getting hurt, and this is when he's powering up even more, and shooting everything that he has, with the feeling of Goku by his side. Making him at least feel like he can do it, saying that he has to protect everyone. Nappa, Vegeta, Trunks, everyone else, and he's thinking to himself as well, he cannot let them die. He will not let them be hurt anymore. And he's just pushing Deku to new heights, trying to do everything he can. And this is when he feels that very spark that Gohan has felt. But, after seeing Gohan get up, he sees that Gohan's turned into a Super Saiyan as well. And they're both shooting the energy that they can. Gohan can't do it anymore. But this is when he tells Gohan to actually help him to stay like that for even a couple of seconds, charging himself up to even greater heights, turning into at least a Super Saiyan 2, trying his hardest, trying to, do everything he can. But this is when Gohan is feeling much more faint. And this is when he blacks out. Actually causing, Gohan to at least, after feeling that Gohan is about to die, he just pushes himself to even greater heights, grabbing the Kamehameha wave, at least holding it off with just his palm or something like that. I don't know how he's doing it. Let's just say he's shooting off a blast right now, and basically he's holding on to him. And this is when he's carrying him, and as a Super Saiyan 2, still technically more powerful than Cell, is shooting out a powerful Kamehameha wave, just walking straight towards him, and basically killing off Cell. Now, how does this work? Well, Cell was still being cocky, and not taking care of Gohan and Deku, not taking these two seriously after the end. And, yeah, it was actually the downfall of, Cell. So, Deku and Gohan reached that height of Super Saiyan 2. Goku is proud of his boys, but at the same time, it's sad that he died once again. Not because he's dead, but it's because of the whole fact of the matter being, Goku... How should I say this? Well, Goku is dead, and now he has to witness his boys grow up and all that stuff, but still happy for the fact that now he can train as well. So, he loves Chi-Chi and all that stuff, but he likes training. If he was next to a dumbbell and to his wife, and even if she was trying to seduce him, it wouldn't work either way because Goku's not that, head smart. But they still made a baby, so right now doing anything is not going to be such a good idea. how should I say this? Well, they witnessed her father die, and well, it's going to, you know, it's the same way. Android 18 and 17 is actually kind of shocked that these two kids defeated Cell when she technically, like, at least 1/3 of their age, or the boys 1/3 of their age, could do something that she couldn't. Finding out that there's more to life than just, you know, being, you know, well, I don't really know, to be honest. But in the very end, Gohan still saved, Krillin still, you know, still couldn't get nothing. Everything still happens as in canon, but these two vow to get stronger to protect their world. Now, Gohan would still be smart, but will train even more. So Gohan will be useful and stronger, and at least not the same way as in canon. And yeah, at times it's fun to break the canon universe. That's my theory. But anyway, I believe I'm going to end this off here. After that, I'm going to try to get someone who I know to make a different animation, or at least for this one. And hopefully you guys I will see you guys on the next time. Sorry if I was kind of choppy. Today was a weird day, and I had to do everything. But for those who still stuck around, I'm very glad and honored. I will see you guys in the next episode. So, enough, being teary-eyed. Like, comment, do subscribe to the channel here, people. This has been the Fallout with a Fear. Bye.